Sup everyone, Casual Talk here. Today, I'm going to be talking about on why some men turn cold and go off the grid. It's nothing personal against anyone, but I'm one of those men that people would assume is cold and closed off. No, I just don't want people in my business. I like to mind my own business and keep out of people's personal business. And I'm more of an introvert. I love to have conversations with intellectual people that I could relate to and associate with, right? We have something to relate to. Other than that, I don't see the benefit anymore in keeping close ties and friendships with people like that anymore, unless it's mutual, where we both have the same philosophies, understandings, and we understand each other well enough to know that, okay, I'm not going to always talk to this person all the time, but we'll still keep in touch. Like that's what I mean. Okay? And I have not met people like that. I have not met friends like that where you could have a few months to a year without talking and you could come around to say, "Hey, what's up?" and still be friends with that person. Especially just to consider them and just be like, "Hey, I'm moving," or my number changed. Here's my number. And if they don't accept it, I just learned to move on because I don't have the time to be like, "Oh my gosh, did I do anything to upset this person? What did I do?" I don't got the time for that no more. When I made that video on not having any more friends and my interests and not having any friends, and I'm 30 years old now, I meant it. It's mentally, spiritually, physically draining dealing with friendships. And this is not all, but this is just many. I've come to accept that no matter what happens, if I don't have that friend that is mutually understanding of me and we're not on the same page, that's okay. I'm fine with acquaintances and associates or coworkers. I'm fine with stuff like that. I got my kids to worry about. I got my wife and my marriage to worry about. And I got my soul with God to worry about as well. I always push for people to focus on themselves first. No, focus on their relationship with God first, and focus on their selves. Focus to improve on yourself first before you think about anybody else. I believe in pointing fingers at your own, self-reflecting first before looking and pointing a finger at anybody else. Because I'm not perfect, and I can't expect anyone else to be perfect when I have flaws. It's not an excuse to keep continuing those flaws, but to improve the very flaws that I have, to do better. And there's nothing wrong with improving. It's how you go on about it in the end of the day. I believe in men improving, finding their self-worth, having self-respect. This is just a wake-up call. Just like my last video, what are your hopes for 2024? What do you want to change? Do you want to be the change? You can't wait for the world to change and other people to change. You got to do something yourself. I'm tired of waiting on people. I'm tired of waiting on false promises. If God laid out all the tools and devices for you, take them before somebody else does. Take the opportunities before somebody else takes the opportunities. Many cases, this is true. People say things like, you are your worst enemy. And the devil is a warring lion seeking who he can devour spiritually. Because once he has the mind and the spirit and everything, you're done. And you're no longer of God. You're part of the world. And I want to be set apart and just be different. And from a spiritual aspect, I feel a lot more clear and understanding on where I need to be in life to be better, to be offline, be off the grid. No social media, no Twitter, no Instagram, no Snapchat, no Facebook. People could say it's old-fashioned, but at the exact same time, this old-fashioned man right here has a lot more time and a lot more better priorities than to live off of trends and worry about what other people are doing. This is my advice to a lot of men out there. Stop worrying about what other women are doing. I long stopped talking about women's issues. And the reason being is because these problems are only going to get worse. The woman you could be talking to could probably have an OnlyFans or probably be on Pornhub, could probably have a boyfriend. This is not to say all women are like that. This is just to don't set your hopes up high and assume that every woman you meet that you automatically like or are very impressed with, oh, it's too hard to, it's too good to be true. She's such an angel. I thought the exact same way for a lot of women. Take off the rose-colored glasses. Once you take those rose-colored glasses off, you take your time to get to know somebody. You truly know them. That's when you truly know someone. When you take your time to get to know them, especially when you live with them after you get married. But it's better to know them before getting married too. It truly is. It's better to just take your time when getting to know somebody and you see and understand their values up front. You hear what they're about and you see what they're about to see if what they're saying correlates with their words and their actions, and they match together. Because now these days, a lot of women out here are savages. They're ruthless. And there's men out there who's the same case, players. There's women who plays too. Oh, if men could do it, I could do it too. But that's not an excuse. There's just a lot more evil in this world and selfishness in this world than there is good. I'm aware of my wrongs. I'm aware of my flaws. It starts with me, the accountability, a reason to change and be like, you know what, I need to do better. This is why people would assume a lot of men to go cold. No, because there's a lot of men that are just tired of the nonsense, tired of the games. And this is a video for men. And women can learn from this video too. For any, if any ever comes across this video. Gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with feeling left out or being off the grid or being an introvert. Sure, you could talk to people here and there, but it doesn't have to be everybody. I'm tired of going out of my way to seek acceptance. If you don't like me, you don't like me. And at the end of the day, most people, majority of the world hated Jesus. Majority of people of the world hates God. They want to live in sin, have fun, be rebellious. Okay, you got STDs to worry about. You got drama to worry about. You got problems to worry about. Unwanted pregnancies. Unwanted relationships. You dig yourself in the grave. The less people you know, the less drama you have. I like my sanity. I like my peace. And I just like keeping to myself as much as possible today. I'm getting older. I'm not thinking about, oh, I need friends. I'm not thinking about that. No, I'm thinking about I need to get myself together. I need to do better. I need to have peace with myself, with God, because He's first in my life. In order for me to have peace with myself, before I could think about anybody else. If I'm a chaotic person, how can I expect to bring peace into someone else's life? How can I expect to improve someone else's life if I can't even improve myself? I said things like move like a ninja, move like a assassin, move in the shadows. And I don't mean in moving in the shadows like you do things in darkness. I mean mind your business, keep pushing, keep yourself out of drama and out of trouble. It's a lot better this way. It truly is. It truly is. People has this sense of the fear of missing out. I've been long gone away from that. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't gamble. I don't go to bars, to parties anymore. And I'm fine. People could call me introvert. Okay. This proud introvert here wants to save his soul, cares about his family, and wants and loves his small circle and his peace and his space. I like it this way. Not to having to worry about impressing anybody or worrying about if this person doesn't like me or not. I don't care about that no more. I really don't. I'm peaceful and confident with myself and those who still around in my life. Okay? Like I said, gentlemen, you have to be smart out here. Women and men could both be savages, but if you're also in the dating market and you're a single man right now, every woman, take them as face value. All women is not angels. Please don't think that every woman that you meet is all angels, and the women that you just getting to know, oh, because she's beautiful, she's an angel, she's so good to me. You truly don't know her like that. Take your time to get to know people. Take your time. Take your time. There are so many women that I've met in the past. I thought the exact same way, like a simp, like a blue pill simp. A month or two go by, or maybe a few weeks. I catch on and realize, oh, she's a hoe. And you could always tell by the way their actions is and how the way they talk and how the way they dress. And there's cases where there's a lot of women who hides the fact that they're a hoe. Undercover hoe. Undercover thought, undercover player. Oh yeah, there's a lot of women out there. The woman you could be dating could have an OnlyFans. Whatever you decide to do after this is all on you. It's a matter of choice and if you respect yourself or not enough to walk away, go off the grid, and be selectively much more careful on who you bring in and out of your life. I'm more at peace when I have less drama in my life. I'm more at peace. Because every time when I go to work or when I have some time to myself, I don't got to worry about calling or the pressure of speaking to anybody else other than God, other than my wife, the small family circle that I got, kids, and that's about it. That's about it. Okay? I've listened to countless videos that women makes today about men. A lot of them treat men like they're stupid, like they're slow, like they're idiots. Like, oh, men can't tell the difference because a woman's vagina is like muscles. We could snap back in shape. A man won't know if we cheated on him or not. And there's men out here that are saying things like, I could get all the girls that I want. I'm okay with my wife having another woman, but her having another man is not okay. You see the hypocrisy, the selfishness from those lines, right? From both men and women. I heard cases that my wife even looked up on forums and stories, horror stories online from Reddit, relationships, right? Where there's a woman who cheated on her fiance with his dad. And she made a post about it, asking all the other women, should I tell my fiance that I slept with his father behind his back? Shame on the dad, shame on her. And what happened was the man ended up proposing to her after she slept with after she slept with his dad. He proposed to her and he didn't even know. I don't know if today now he probably found out that she cheated on him. I don't know. That's not my business. But it just goes to you for the fact that you have to see people face value first and see people for who they are, especially women today. This is for men. See the women that you're dating and seeing for who they are first. Take your time. If they're in a rush to do a lot of stuff, there's a red flag somewhere. There is a red flag somewhere. This is from a man that has experience. There is a red flag somewhere for women that are moving on quick and fast. It screams very risky, lack of respect, and it screams some problems, some promiscuity. It screams a lot of this. Okay? Be observant. Move like a ninja. Move afar. Be careful and be cautious. There's nothing wrong with that. It goes to show how smart and careful you are about taking your time before wasting your time with individuals that could walk in and out of your life. Move off the grid. Move like a ninja out here and be careful and take your time. Like I said, gentlemen, a lot of women out here today are very ruthless, and there's more evil than good in this world. Those words alone should let you know what you need to do to get by in this life right now. Put God first and put yourself first. And worry about what you got going on before you worry about what anybody else is going on, what anybody else got going on. And if they can't match your values, your principles, what you got going on, they don't have respect for it, move away from that person. Move away. Move away. There's nothing wrong with setting standards as long as those standards are right. As long as you have self-respect. Think about it. Just take your time and think. Take your time. Move off the grid. Move like a ninja. A lot of people today are savages, ruthless, players. There's more evil than good in this world. I don't follow no trends. I don't follow what's going on. I just see what's going on. I do my research, and I understand that, wow, this is how the world is today. This is how most people are today. 80 to 90% of people today are ruthless, evil savages that wants to suck you dry, come in your life, take what they can get, and leave your life like they never existed. Like they were never there in the first place, and they just leave you there, all hurt. I'm good, and I want to do better. And I believe that all men should think this way. Who actually has sense. Same for women as well. Who actually cares about themselves and who wants to be modest and decent. And I believe in modesty and decency for men as well. Okay? This goes both ways. Casual talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.